Marie-José Talou, Sha Carri Richardson, and cousin Dina Asher-Smith challenge Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce for Brussels 100-meter title. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Now go ahead, please hit that subscribe button so we can continue to grow. When you do that, go ahead and hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. We drop a video at least once a day here on Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit that like button and finally leave your thoughts after this sports analysis where we take a look at and we break down the races. So, when you're ready? Yep, good to go. Well, it is that time again. The 2022 Wonder Diamond League Brussels Diamond League is about to take place. And the challenge is between the world's fastest, Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce, who is being challenged by cousin Dina Asher-Smith, Marie-José Talou, 7th fastest in the world, and of course, Sha Carri Richardson. Well, do you actually care that she's in the race? But we had to add it. On September the 2nd in Brussels, Belgium, the Wonder Diamonds League's last event before the final in Zurich takes place in the women's 100 meters. The world's fastest over the 100 meters thus far this year with an astounding 10.62, Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce will be challenged by the USA's Sha Carri Richardson, cousin Dina Asher-Smith, and Marie-José Talou, who is currently 7th fastest all time in the world over the 100 meters. Recently, in her last race in Monaco, in the Diamond League, she lowered the world's fastest time for the 2022 season over the 100 meters to a phenomenal 10.62 ahead of her countrywoman and compatriot Shericka Jackson and the Africa's Marie-José Talou, who ran a African record and personal best of 10.72, making her the 7th fastest all-time over the 100 meters, with Shericka Jackson being the 6th fastest all-time over the 100 meters. Roughly a week before in Celestia, she had ran an astounding 10.66, lowering the world's fastest time, which she herself set, which had previously been 10.67. Now, this, of course, is my 2 cents. Obviously, in Brussels, it is going to be Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce, whose consistency has almost been machine-like, almost mechanical, almost robotic thus far for the 2022 season. All her final times have been sub 10.7s, the only exceptions being the 2 rounds she ran in Eugene before the final, the semifinals and heats. I do not believe anyone in this lineup has any chance of even competing against her. Talou, who ran her best time so far, which is a very impressive 10.72 and under normal circumstances, that would have been enough. Could only get 3rd in their last outing and was a clear 5 meters behind Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce in that win. And I'm going to tell you again, it's very rare in the annals of recorded history in terms of track and field that a woman runs 10.72 and doesn't win. Fraser Pryce at this point is simply in the shape and form of her life. She's almost unbeatable, a term that one should not really use because any card can play, anything can happen. But if she remains as fit as she seems to be, there is no one in this race who can challenge her, and certainly that includes none other than Marie-José Talou, who in this lineup has the fastest PB thus far. Then, of course, there is cousin Dina Asher-Smith. Why do I reference her as cousin Dina Asher-Smith? Because Dina Asher-Smith's mother and father are Jamaican. Father born in Jamaica and mother born in Trinidad but of Jamaican parents. So she's your cousin, and of course, with a personal best of 100 meters of 10.82, which gave her a fourth position in the finals in Eugene. I do not think she will be a threat unless she's able to drop her time drastically to run a sub 10.70, which she has never done anything even close to that. And I'm not saying she's not going to eventually, but I do not believe she's in that kind of form currently. So I do not think in any way, shape, or form she can genuinely challenge Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce in Brussels, not alone. Well, we're not even going to mention Zurich at this point in time. So even Dina Asher-Smith at her very best, her fastest time, which is a national record for England at this point in time, set by Dina Asher-Smith, coming fourth in the finals in Eugene, Oregon, is, as I stated, a 10.81. So even at her very, very best, it is improbable that she can actually challenge Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce in this instance. Now, of course, finally, there is Sha Carri Richardson. What can I say? Richardson, I believe, personal best is 10.73, but you and I know she has not been in that kind of shape since last year. She did run a very good time at the Prefontaine Classic and managed to eke out a second place win over Sha Carri Richardson, Sharika Jackson. Man, I don't know what's happening to me, people. But Sha Carri Richardson in no way, shape, and or form. In fact, I don't even think she's going to run a sub 11 in this instance. She's been so inconsistent in her races. We're not sure what's going on there, and I would not speculate about this young lady. She's a young lady nonetheless, and she has time to improve and grow. But she honestly has absolutely no chance at all. No way, no chance, no Jose to challenge in this race. In fact, I believe she's going to end up behind both Dina Asher-Smith and Mary Jose Talou, should they be in good form. And like I said, Sha Carri Richardson simply has just been inconsistent and is certainly not in the form she was in last year. She's just been too inconsistent. She couldn't even make it to the finals of her national championships in the United States. I just don't believe she is even a contender. So clearly the person who is going to win here, if all things remain equal and all things remain according to the order of nature, it's going to be Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. Now the question is, how fast will she run? I am of the opinion that she is probably going to attempt to run that sub. I believe, like I stated in a previous video, go watch it. She is slowly lowering her time. So she's probably going to go even closer to her PB of 10.60, which is her personal best, given the right circumstance, meaning the track is fine, the wind is legal and pushing from behind or pushing her forward, and if she's in the state of her life. It would be nice if someone challenges her, then we should be pushed to go even faster. But I think she's going to run close to a 10.60 and may even attempt to run that sub 10.60 that she's been promising us for quite some time. She only has roughly 2 more races in which she gave us this, and one, of course, is Brussels. So I think she's going to attempt to do that because she should have had enough rest between Monaco and Brussels. So, you know, as I stated, this is just my humble opinion. She may try to do that. But of course, this is just my 2 cents. Now, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and should you have enjoyed the video, please hit that like button, and please leave your comments. Remember, you are royals, kings and queens. So there you have it. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce will be on display in the women's 100 meters in Brussels on September the 2nd, her last shot before Zurich Diamond League. You are kings and queens. Bless up.